If we want to recreate the county council in County Hall, the same culture and the same way of doing things, fine. We could stay there, no problem at all, and we could carry on as the county council did. But why invest in the significant changes of creating 2 new councils out of 7 if you're going to do that? My view is we're a new administration. We are there to create a new council with a new way of doing things and create a vibrant organisation that's very much customer focused and delivering for our residents what they want to see. So that's why we're looking at moving out into a new building. It's smaller than County Hall, but most importantly we can fit more people in it because it hasn't got full of corridors and small little offices, status conscious aspects of it and the history that goes with it. It gives us a fresh start and even more importantly enables us to close the numerous buildings that we've got in Chester down over the next 3 to 4 years.
Now, I know you can't talk in too much detail about it, but it's been widely reported in the press that you're moving to the HQ building, which is on the site of the old police station. It's going to cost a lot of money, isn't it? It's 20 million, it's reported. That's a lot in these recession-hit times.
Which is a lot. Now, in County Hall, we'd actually started to refurbish that building because we did not expect an offer for County Hall so quickly. And the initial, just the basics refurbishment was 7.5 million. The full refurbishment is 15 million. Therefore, there is a huge amount of cost to go into County Hall. Bearing in mind we own the courts, there is significant expenditure required on the courts for re-roofing and all that, all the liabilities that go with that. That will all disappear by moving out of that building.
So let's get this right. You're paying 20 million for the new building.
Allegedly.
You're saving 15 million on the refurbishment costs. You're getting 10 million for County Hall. That's 5 million going to the East Cheshire. That's a 15 million pound hit. How will you pay for that?
Well, we are in numerous buildings around Chester. We've got County Hall, we've got the Forum, Merchants House, Goldsmith House, Nexus House, Nicholas House, Richmond House. They're just the ones that I can think of now. Never mind, 49 Northgate Street is another one. We've got buildings all over the city. Let's actually get 800 odd people into one building where they work together, sit next to each other and actually talk to each other instead of being spread out over the city. If we do that, then the capital cost of selling those buildings, the income that we will get, will pay for the loan that we need to take for this. The savings in the revenue costs of running all these buildings will more than pay for the interest. So over the next 5-6 years, I see the whole thing will be cost neutral to the taxpayer. It won't cost the taxpayer anything.
Cost neutral.
Cost neutral. And I think that's very important. Even better, we massively reduce our carbon footprint, we reduce our energy usage, and all the good things that we need to think about with climate change.
You're the leader of the Conservative group, 55 seats out of the, 70, 72?
That's correct.
Huge group, but have all political parties signed up to this?
Well, when the executive discussed this in detail...
These are Conservative councillors?
This is the Conservative council because the executive is the administration that's running the council and they are Conservatives because we have the majority. We believed it was a very good move for the council in the medium to long term. We voluntarily suggested that it went to corporate scrutiny, which is chaired by the Labour Party, the opposition, because they're scrutinising the council, so it's absolutely right it's chaired by the opposition. And the Chief Executive and I sat there for 2 hours answering very detailed questions on the potential move. Because don't forget, nothing's yet decided, but in terms of the finances and how it all works, it was unanimous that this was a good move for the council. Unanimous. And that's very important because there are a lot of sceptical people in the opposition. Quite rightly so, because that's what they're there to do, is to challenge us on these things. And they were convinced that this is a good move financially for the council and even more importantly about a stepped change in the culture of the council about the way we do things.
There's a huge hint of irony here, isn't there? You were the man in 2007 who led the charge, killed the slug, and here you are moving into a glass building.
I don't see it as irony because let's look at the glass slug. That was a building that popped out the woodwork with no discussion with council, no discussion with residents. It was going to be built by ING. It was going to cost between 30 and 33 million pounds. So that's 50% more than the alleged price that we're purchasing, what we're going to purchase in HQ building. It's the same size. It was going to have a council chamber in there, which we don't need because we're going to use the one at Winsford. We're not going to waste money on council chambers. We've got a perfectly good one at Winsford, which we use 6 times a year, for goodness sake. So we're not going to invest hundreds of thousands of pounds for something that we only use 6 times a year. And the annual meetings will be in the town hall in Chester. That's the Lord Mayor making and the chairman making of the new council. And if we do that, then we save a lot of money. We can maximise the use of the new building. But the glass slug was given designed by the Labour Lib Dem administration, it was given permission by the Lib Dem Labour administration, and it was going to be a massive thing that actually completely against all their development plans for that area. It was higher than the skyscrapers next to it. It was a disgrace and blocked fantastic views of the cathedral. It is not a glass slug, and it won't cost a fortune to clean the windows either.
I was going to ask you, do you know how much your windows are going to cost in the new building? Yes. But you see why people are worried, don't you? They think that this modern building is going to be the home to the council. What you're saying is it's actually an office. The civic centre is the town hall. That's
right, and people should be rightly concerned because it is taxpayers' money. But the point I'm making to people, if you want a new council that's going to do things differently and do things more efficiently, we have to make some bold decisions and change the way the council operates. And we're doing that. And that's why we've saved £30 million this year, and we're well on the way to deliver that £30 million saving. And we are now looking at how we save a further £30 million a year. And they will both come in fully in 2012. So you will see a very efficient council by the moves that we're making.